Hello there, Pisces. Thank you so much for stopping by for a weekly tarot video forecast. This forecast is for the week of January 6th through the 12th. I am switching up the format since I've been doing the live dailies so much lately. I've decided that it is time to switch up the format and do something a little different for the weeklies, so that's what we're going to do today. For those of you who would like to get a private reading with me, I do offer those either via the phone or Skype. And you can find my contact information to schedule that with me on the website at the bottom of the page. All right, Pisces, the first thing that we're looking at is your environment, which is any place where you have energy or effort invested. Looks to me like you may be completely changing up your environment. You may be moving to a different place. You may be changing your place of work. You could be just remodeling, changing the look of your environment, but there's definitely big changes that are happening in your environment during this week. Now, looking next at subconscious leanings, those of you who are married or those of you who are in some kind of partnership, whether it's a business partnership or a strong friendship, you guys, your subconscious is working on, how do I get out of this? How do I get a divorce? Or how do I get out of this business partnership? How can I get out of this in the most clean way, quick, speedy way possible? That's where your subconscious is right now. Not everybody, but quite a few of you. All right, next thing that I'm looking at talks to me about your learning style and also your communication style. I really think that right now, at least in this week, there's not a whole lot new that you're learning. You have found out some new information, though, very recently that has you basically dancing for joy, something that you were very happy to find out. I feel like when you found this out, it does give you the power to move forward in a more productive way. As far as your communication style, I think that you are communicating in a very clear way to very particular people in your environment. Now, other people you're not sharing information with at all, but the people who you are sharing with, you're sharing that information very clearly. There's no misunderstandings or misinterpretations. You're being very clear with how you're sharing your information. Next, we are looking at your work. Now, to me, there's inner work and there's also outer work, or how you make a living. So we're going to look at how you make a living first. This sounds so cliche, but right now you're really angry about something at work. I know a lot of people are a lot of the time, but I honestly don't have this card come up all that often. But anyway, Pisces, you are super angry about something that's going on at work. Angry to the point that you're not even saying much. You're more shutting down than you are actually verbalizing anything. And then as far as inner work, what you're doing for inner work is you're really trying to learn to love yourself. You're dealing with all kinds of pressures and craziness going on at work and even in your social, personal life that makes it kind of hard for you to love yourself, because you're hearing all kinds of feedback that isn't exactly helpful for that. And so your inner work is to figure out, you know what do I think of myself? And also part of that is going to lead to, not this week, but maybe next week or the week after, is going to lead to, who do I want to pay attention to when they're talking to me? Especially when they're talking about me. And you may be cutting some people out eventually. I don't see that, like I said, this week, but this is where this seems to be going. Excuse me. Now, next thing I'm looking at talks to me about that part of your personality which is being grown or expanded during the week. And this basically says that you're letting down your boundaries for people. So you're opening up, you're sharing more of your emotions, or you're offering more as acts of service or more as gifts to people. But you're letting down your boundaries, where before you had been a little bit more closed off, maybe hadn't shared so much emotion, hadn't given so many gifts, hadn't been so helpful. Now you're coming into that place, and for some of you, I feel like you're coming back into that place where you are, okay? Next thing that I'm looking at is what it is that you stand up for, and what we have here is hard work. You see a lot of value in hard work, and I don't think we have to really expound on that. The next thing that I'm looking at talks to me about how other people perceive you. Some people see you as being moody and grumpy. It's interesting because this card usually is connected with the 4. So you like hard work. You stand for hard work. Somebody perceives you as moody or grumpy. And I'm getting this vision of a teenager that wants to kind of more or less what we would call skate in my generation. And you're being kind of moody or grumpy with them. Like you have some feelings about that because you appreciate hard work and they're just not doing it. They're not doing their chores around the house, or else they're doing them halfway. And so, yeah, you're coming off as moody and grumpy with them because you're not really too thrilled with their performance. Okay, so now the next thing that we have coming up is kind of a pivotal thing for the week. It can change the course of things as we go through the week. And what we have coming up is you're taking the lead. You're deciding, you know what, I'm in charge here. I'm going to lay out the rules here. And I'm not going to let other people run over me like I used to do. Okay? Now, excuse me. This actually wins you the admiration of somebody who is in your sphere of influence. Okay? Maybe even romantically, but definitely you're getting the admiration of somebody because you are taking the lead. They appreciate that. And then you also have somebody else who's in your sphere of influence who's like, Now normally my readings go to women, but I'm really hearing, I'm really hearing more of a kid going, Dad, really? Come on. Why are you being like this? It looks to me like you've got a kid that is just not understanding why you're taking control and not letting them run over you anymore. Okay? So I don't know. There's probably like, what, one dad watching this? Well, guess what? This is coming through really strongly just for you. But I would say, because the signs all have similar energies happening at the same time, that this could be, for Pisces moms too. This could be for single moms that have to be mom and dad. That they're taking control. They're in the leadership position and they're not letting their kids walk all over them. Same thing. The kids are not exactly expressing love and butterflies for that, whether you're male or whether you're female. Okay? And it does get you the admiration of adults who are around you. And then the last card that we have coming up is somebody shows you their true colors, and I think it surprises you. It may be your kid. That once you put your foot down, you might be thinking, well, it won't take long for my son or my daughter to get on board with this. And then you're realizing, no, you've got this massive fight going on. And so you're a little bit less than thrilled here. But somebody has shown you their true colors, and you have realized that they are not quite as wonderful as what you thought they were. Okay, whether it's a kid or whether it's somebody else. But that's where we end the week. Okay. So that's what we have for you, Pisces. If that's helpful, please put a thumbs up and share with others so that it can be helpful for them as well. If you would like a private reading, just get a hold of me at the contact information on the website at the bottom of the screen. You guys know how to do that. And I will see the rest of you on the next video. Peace out.